Okay, today we're going to read a book about spiders. Okay, but before we read about spiders, we're going to talk about the things we know about spiders. So we're going to activate our prior knowledge, or that big word that's new, schema, what you already know. So I have a thing here, it's called a KWL chart, because the word know begins with K. What I want to learn will be W, and then in the end we'll talk about what we learned about spiders, okay? So, does anybody know anything about spiders? Let me think of something they might know about spiders. What do you know?
That they catch flies.
Catch flies. That is a really cool piece of information. They catch flies. What do you know, Jasmine?
They make webs to catch stuff.
They make webs to catch food. Okay, good. Yes?
They make cool webs.
They make cool webs. Huh. Cool webs. Okay. So that is what we know. Is there anything you want to learn about spiders?
How do they make the spider webs?
How do they make spider webs? That's a good question. How do they make spider webs? What do you want to learn, Jasmine?
How do they grow so big they get a big spider?
I'm just going to question grow. Do you have any questions about spiders? Anything you want to learn about spiders? No? I'm not a big spider fan, but every time I learn things about spiders, I kind of learn some cool things, and it makes me think, oh, that's really neat. Maybe that's something that's really cool that I might want to learn about. Okay, so we're going to talk about this book. It's called A Spider's Web. And I'm thinking about it. I'm going to activate my prior knowledge again. I see a spider web here. And where is this spider web? Where is that?
Outside in there.
Outside. So outside it looks like there's a piece of grass or wheat here, like in a field. So can spider webs be inside or outside? Yeah, I've seen spider webs, especially like in attics and basements. Where I grew up north, my background, we had basements that are down in the ground underneath the house, and it's kind of like an attic with spider webs and stuff. Okay, so that's one thing. The vocabulary in this story, one of the words is silk. Silk. Everybody say silk.
Silk.
Have you ever heard of silk before?
Yeah.
You have? Okay, you have. Okay. So silk. Do you know what silk is?
Yeah.
What is it?
It's what the spiders make.
It's what the spiders make.
Their webs with.
Okay. Yes, we're going to talk about spider silk today, and that's a very important word to know in this story. Have you ever heard of fabric? Fabric's like your clothes. Your clothes are made out of fabric, okay? Your fabric might be thin or thick, okay? Sometimes, like denim jeans are thick. Sometimes it's thin. Your sweatshirt's thicker, okay? Sometimes fabric is really soft. Sometimes it's rough, okay? Have you ever felt fabric that's like, this is a vocabulary word, silky smooth, really shiny and silky smooth? Think of things that are like fancy dresses, maybe a wedding dress that's kind of shiny, okay? That's silky fabric, okay? And what comes out of a spider to make their web is called silk. It's a very thin string. Your clothes are made out of little strings. If I look at the edge of my shirt here, my dress, it has little threads coming out of it, okay? The thread that are you looking at me now? Oh, you're looking at your threads, I see. Those little threads, the thread that comes from a spider to make a web is even thinner than that. So it's very, very tiny, okay? So what's a web? Anybody know what a web is? Not just a spider web, but how would you explain what a web is?
Web is like a kind of thing what like catch your stuff and make and like so people can catch your stuff, look, and they can get stuck in there, and then the people can see what they look like, and then they can put them back in the woods.
You know, spider webs are kind of like a sticky thread too. Have you ever got one stuck on you? Like you go to knock it out of the way and it sticks to your hand or your arm? I've had it on my clothes. So if you look here, does it look like it's just one little tiny string?
No, that's a big swing.
No, kind of looks like a pattern too, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to learn about spiders' webs while we read this story, okay? So I want you to take a second and I want you to just do a little picture walk through here and look at all the different pictures of the book, and in a minute we're going to get ready to read it together, okay?
I don't see the spider in there.
I don't see it in this picture. I just see the web.
It's just like a little baby one. It's mommy's accent.
I think that actually might be part of the web. But let's look at the pictures in the book so we can see what is happening here.
It's how I.
Oh, I see. Nice. Just look at each picture. You don't have to spend all day. I don't want you to read it. You're going to look at it and think about it. So you're activating your brain to think about what you know about spiders, what you see, and it's going to help you understand what we read.
I like the little orange
Hmm.
It's kind of cool.
I think this one's cool with the water droplets on it.
Yeah. I think this one. It's a big
The
one.
colors of the rainbow.
I like this one.
Yeah. Very nice.
I like a sunset.
Okay.
It's like a vampire. I like it.
They're all different, aren't they? Oh. Did you see that they were all different?
They captured the enemy. I like this one.
Very cool.
Have you ever wondered, is this place where you get to grab the butterfly and you don't decide to spot it? That's the eggs.
Okay. Those are all those babies. Yeah.
It's a little baby.
Have you ever seen or heard the story Charlotte's Web?
Oh, yeah.
The movie Charlotte's Web? There's a book. When I was a kid, we read it, and there's a couple movies. There's a cartoon and a video of it. And it's about Charlotte is a spider. And so if you watch that movie, you can learn a little bit about it
I
too.
watched it a lot when I was 2 years old.
We're going to use our witch fingers for pointers. So I'm going to put my finger on it and I'm going to point to the words as I read it to track my reading. Okay? What color? I've got different color fingernails. What color fingernail? You want pink? You want pink? What color do you want? What color do you want? Orange. Okay. I will do green.
I'll do that.
Okay. Oh, good, good, good. Good thinking. Okay. So, this is called a spider's web. So let's open up our book. This is the title page, and there's another web on there. Okay. Let's open to the page 2. Okay. You're going to take your finger, your pointer finger, you put it under the first word, and I'm going to read, and you're going to follow along with me, and then we can do some echo reading where you repeat me, okay? A spider makes a web. Different spiders make different webs. Oh, let's read that together. A spider makes a web. Different spiders
Make different
webs. I like how you kept reading because you knew those words. Look at that picture. Is that picture? That's a very different web than I've ever seen before.
It's like a zigzag.
Yeah, I always think they're kind of rounded, you know?
Yeah.
These are all zigzaggy, huh?
Oh, they're different spiders. And they like have like a little bridge.
You think it's because it's different spiders?
Kind of.
Is that something we learned then? that different spiders make different webs?
That also tells us.
Oh, that's what it says in the book, and it shows us different. We've learned something on the first page. Spiders make different webs. Good job. Okay, so page 3, we're going to point to the first word. We're going to do the same thing. I'll read it, and then we will echo read it together, okay? Oh, let me read. I know you're a great reader. Read quietly in your head to make sure we're getting things right, and then we'll read it together. Got it? A spider can make silk. A spider makes its web with the silk. Let's read it together. A spider can make silk. A spider makes its web with the silk. Good job, good reading. What did we read about?
Silk.
Silk. Wasn't that the word I was talking about? Okay, so what does the spider use to make webs?
Silk.
So, that's what we learned. And where do you see the silk coming from? Yes, you were so funny saying that. Yes, it's coming out its bottom. Yes, its butt. You were so cute. You said, it's booty? Yes, that's what happens. Good job. Okay, page 4. Okay, on page 4, put your finger into the first word. Okay, follow along with me. Let me read. You whisper to yourself. The silk is thin. Can you see the silk? Read it with me. The silk is thin. Can you see the silk? Can you see it? It is very thin, very small.
How are they making it with their booty if their booty is not even on the web?
It comes out, it looks like he's like hanging on it, like he's not making it in this one. He's just on it.
And
if you
what
look-
are these green things that he's on?
I think it's just the background, like the trees behind
Oh,
it.
it's
'cause
his
it's-
little face.
Because it's a very close up. This spider's small, but it's a very close up. So if you look on page 5, what you see him on the web here, but the web's all around the back. Okay.
I don't like his face.
You know,
Scary.
I think spiders are kind of gross and icky, but you know, some people like them. Okay. You don't have to like them; they can be gross.
It looks like the purple is its hair.
Oh, it does.
A girl.
Okay, put your finger into the first word and follow along. Let me read first. A spider makes a web. The web goes around and around. So you see, look how big this is. That's a lot.
Yeah.
Okay?
It's like a whole circle just going around.
Around and around and get
I
kind of.
got a hot word.
You did? Heart word. There's other heart words there too. Do you see another heart word? What about this one? And those are all heart words that you should know by heart. Good job. Okay. It is. There you go. So I would get dizzy making a spider web going around and around and around.
How do you have to tie? It's kind of around.
I don't know. It's just what they do.
It's
Okay.
silly.
Page 6.
It's silly and it's gross how it comes out of the web.
Okay. Page 6. Finger under the first word. I'm going to read. Some spider webs are small. This web is small. Read it with me. Some spider webs are small. This web is small.
Oh, not a hot word. It's like,
More heart words. You got it.
wait, where is its mommy? It looks just like it's out of the egg, but where's mommy?
Okay, well, you know, they can be different
I-
sizes. You got it. Good job. Page 7. My turn. Some spiders are big. This web is big. So let's read it together. Some spider webs are big. This web is big. And look how big that is. It's huge.
Romantic.
Gigantic. Very good word.
I can.
You can use your which finger? Okay, page 8. Thank you. Let's see. And this is the one where we see It looks like it's reflecting light, like it's outside reflecting light.
It looks like because of the sun is on it.
Yeah, kind of like a rainbow.
Yeah.
Okay, page 8, finger into the first word. Some spiders make their webs outside. Together. Some spiders make their webs outside. Good, thank you for looking at the words as you read so that you are paying attention to them and learning them. Okay, now we have, what's in this picture?
It's pants and the spiders made like their silk on the pants.
I like how you use the word silk. They use the web, they're making webs stretching from pan to pan. It looks like it's like an old house, abandoned house or something.
Yeah, I hate the
You see that? Hey, Sony, good job.
abandoned houses because they're scary.
Yeah. Page 9. Some spiders make their webs inside. Read it with me. Some spiders make their webs inside. There's a heart word too. Okay, page 10. This is the page I think is cool because it's got all the water on it.
The heart word is it's like the spider poured in water and it crawled and put like water all over it.
Do you think there could be, it could be outside and raining on it? One time when we had a hurricane, there was a spider web on the side of my garage from the eave to the side of my garage, and there was a spider on it. And after the hurricane, it was windy, the power went out for 2.5 days, there were branches down, it was raining like crazy. After that hurricane, that spider and that web were still there. I was like, how does that happen?
I don't know.
Spider webs must be strong.
Did the spider web look like this?
No, it was just kind of in the corner. I don't think it looked exactly like that.
Oh, so that would be looking like
Yeah,
that.
kind of more like that. Yeah, good connection. Okay, page 10, finger under the first word. Ready? My turn. A spider web is strong. It is raining outside. It is raining on the web. The web is still there. They are strong. More heart words. Let's read together. A spider web is strong. It is raining outside. It is raining on the web. The web is still there. You got it. Okay, now we have another one. Okay, so we have this web. So follow along with me as I read on page 11. It is windy. The wind blows the web. The web is still there. So now I'm thinking about when that hurricane came through, it was windy and rainy, and that spider web survived it. But that's what's happening in this book too, that they can survive the wind and the rain. So spider webs, even though they're very thin, are what? What do we know if it can survive the wind and the rain? Their webs are what?
Strong.
They're strong.
They're using the word web because it's for the word silk.
Yes, because the web is made out of silk. Good job. Okay, let's look on page. Yeah, it's catching. We know that this page is probably going to be about it catching a bug because that's what the picture's about. So let's look. Finger into the first word. Let me read. The spider makes its web to catch food. The spider waits for food to come. And did it come?
Yes,
Yeah.
and he's catching it.
In the web.
And this one's catching it.
Yeah. So let's read page 12 together. The spider makes its web to catch food. The spider waits for food to come.
And here's one catching another one.
Here he is.
It was Halloween and I was 4 and I couldn't find my dad, and I thought that guy in the drive-road was my father. And when he turned around, I was like scared because he had a scary mask on.
Okay, let's get back on track with our books. We got a picture here with a spider and a bug on the web.
It makes me feel weird.
So let's look. My turn. The spider catches a bug in the web. The spider eats the bug. The spider waits for more food to come. Let's read that together. The spider catches a bug in the web. The spider eats the bug. The spider waits for more food to come. So what do we know about spiders now?
That they're waiting for their food.
So how do they catch it?
And they get silk. Because their silk is really sticky, so they can, so that the spider, their food can stay on it, so they don't fly away.
Okay. And let's turn the page. We're almost done this book. Okay. Now, you think that spider looks cool. Let's find out about this. So I'm going to read it so you can find out what's going on with this cool looking spider. The spider uses its web to keep eggs. Can you see the eggs? So what's that a picture of, Susha? Is that making a web? What is it? Do you know what it is? Think about what I just read. Do you know? What do you think?
That it carries the babies with them.
What do you think, Jasmine?
She's boring the eggs, so the eggs will be protected so they don't get destroyed.
Okay, so Susha thought this was a cool looking spider, but this is really the eggs. Those little round things are the eggs, and that keep their eggs on the web. So let's read this page together. Ready? The spider uses its web to keep eggs. Can you see the eggs? So all those little round, like yellowish white things are eggs. It's actually not the spider. So they use the web to keep their eggs on it. Okay? And double G's. Okay, page 15. We're almost done here. Okay. We didn't read page 15 yet, friend. Okay. Page 15. What do we see here? All kinds of little tiny spiders, right? Okay. So follow along with me. Baby spiders hatch from their eggs. Let's read it together. Baby spiders hatch from their eggs. And that's an awful lot of spiders, isn't there?
Yeah, there's a lot of baby spiders on the web. And look at this.
Let's turn to page 16 and finish up our story. You found more heart words. You guys are awesome with those heart words. You're finding them and learning them. So we've got 2 spider webs here. Ooh. And look down here at the bottom. You see these right here?
Those are scary.
They're hanging down from their silk. Okay, follow along with me. The baby spiders will grow. They will make their own webs. Let's read it together. The baby spiders will grow. They will make their own webs. Don't say silk, it says webs. I know you know the web is made out of silk, but you gotta read the words. Okay, so we knew that they catch flies, we knew they make webs to catch flies, and they make cool webs. We wanted to know how do they make their webs and about their growing, okay? And what we found out as we read, we found out that different spiders make different webs, okay? We found out that their webs are strong, that they keep their eggs on their web.